Hello everybody. Just doing a live with Petra. Gonna be answering some questions and hanging out. Right, Petra? She's in the shadows today. And I can move your hide just a little back so you can get a little bit more light in your burrow. There we go. Petra's been sitting here since she's been sitting here for like a day and has not moved. And she's totally content with it, which is the funniest thing. I feel like, I know she's a snake and that's kind of what they do sometimes, but if I were to just lay in the same spot for like over 24 hours, just how like cramped you would be. You'd probably have the best stretch of your life after though. Right, Petra? I actually saw, I don't really know, it's like stretch, like you know how you stretch after having a nap? I don't really think if they stretch, but one time I did see Petra like really like spread out and it almost looked like she was stretching after she took a nap. It was really cute. Oh, hello, a little bit of movement from you, Petra. Good morning. First time she's moved like all day. She's coming out to say hi to you guys. Where are you going? You're going past the camera. Her eyes look so pretty in the light today. So pretty and green. Oh, hello there. She's super interested in the camera today. You're so cute, Petra. Look at that little face. You're being so silly today. Feel free to ask any questions. Oh, back into your lair. Hi guys, welcome in. Feel free to ask any questions. We're just gonna be hanging out this live. To anyone who's new, this is Petra. She is a 2-year-old bumblebee ball python. Hi, I wish you had a way that I could donate to you because right now I'm donating to live streamers. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have like super chats or anything right now, so monetized yet, but maybe one day. I'm thinking of putting up an Etsy and maybe I'll sell Petra's paintings or something like that. That'd be fun. I think that might go up like maybe next year or something like that. Hi, can you feed her on a live soon? Great questions. Keep the questions coming, everybody. Great ones so far. So I usually don't, not usually, but I don't feed her on live streams because, let's just move this. I don't feed her on live streams because I don't know if she's kind of like gonna eat in a slightly gross kind of way. She can either eat like really well or it gets like a little bit like gross, if you know what I mean. Since she does eat rodents and I don't want to like freak anybody out. So that is a really good idea, but I think there are a few clips of her eating. Are you coming back? In your lair in the shadows. The creature emerges from its den. Just inching forward very slowly. Now she's comfy over there. Yeah, I have been thinking about putting up an Etsy though. That would be super fun. I'm actually making a custom set of playing cards just for myself. They have Python designs on them. And they're not done yet. I've only done like a few cards and I still have to do like so many. But they're just for myself, and I posted some photos on the community post just to show you designs because I thought that would be fun, see what you guys think of them. And they, like, I got a request to sell them and that someone would buy them, so it's pretty cool. I've actually gotten a few people asking if we sell merchandise and stuff like that. So that's something I would definitely look into. So what would you guys rather have? Would you rather have me like sell paintings and like cute stuff like that? Like I could maybe have Petra like sign it with like her tail print or something, her tail. Or we could have like actual like merchandise, like maybe like a hoodie or a hat or something. I would have to look into like, that would be a little bit more difficult because I would have to look into like actually measuring something custom, so that would be kind of hard, but I would definitely be able to look into it. I have 3 ball pythons and they don't eat sometimes. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Petra's a really good eater. She almost like never is a meal, so sometimes ball pythons just do. It's kind of normal. I find that she eats like, this kind of changes, but I found that this year she's kind of been eating a little bit more in the winter versus the summer and the spring. So I'm not sure if sometimes I feel there could have something to do with it. Are you coming back out? Come into the light so we could see you. You just see like the threshold where the wood chips are like all bright and lit up from her heat light, and then there's just like the darkness in her burrow. Come into the light so we can see you. Right now she's smelling. She thinks I have food for her. I don't have food for you. She's been waiting here for like 2 days to see if I have more food. You're being so silly, Petra. You just ate. Like, there's no reason you should be hungry. Hi, welcome in. Petra's sleepy today. There she is. I have this little like thing of grass here. It's a curtain. And I could be like, hello, Petra, and just push aside the little grass curtain. What are you doing? Ooh, I didn't see that. Hold on. I have a little piece of Petra's shed over here. That's pretty cool. Oh, hold on, that's pretty cool. So if you look, I'm trying to do this one. Those bigger scales in the middle are the scales on her belly. They're like a little bit longer than the other scales. That's pretty cool. Just put that over here. I gotta take that out. It's not like dangerous, but just like for cleanly reasons. Keeping her clean. New sub. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Is it hard to have a pet snake? And can I get one if I have cats? Yeah, you can get a snake if you have cats, but it just makes it a bit more difficult, and you definitely have to take a good amount of precautions because she has heat lights, and they have like, even the like hood around the light that holds it is very hot to the touch and could definitely burn another pet if touched, if the cat's like climbing onto cage. So that would definitely be like my biggest thought as for safety of the cats and your other animals in the house. And then obviously my other safety thought is for the reptile, if your cats can get into the enclosure. As long as you have doors that have the top of the cage has locks, you should be fine. So really my only advice for safety and stuff would just be keep the cats away from the cage where they could possibly get hurt by the heat light. And then most snakes are nocturnal, so they do climb, and it's like a ling thing that kind of looks like a cat toy, so that could activate a prey drive. So probably not, because we have a cat who hunts. Yeah, it's difficult if you have other pets in the house. Oh my god, I can't talk. I do have other pets, but they're like little lizards and fish, so that doesn't really pose an issue. I don't have any mammals or anything that could get into the cage, like a cat or a dog. If you do want a reptile, though, I would recommend... It's a good amount that you could get. You could do like a frog or something because the heat lights aren't like huge like a snake cage. You can get like a little like panel or something that just gets put on the cage, and those usually don't heat up to the point where it's dangerous, or like not dangerous, but don't heat up to the point where it's like an issue. Not dangerous to humans, at least. Or you could also do like aquatic frogs. I'm getting they're called African dwarf frogs. I'm not sure if they're like tricky to find in certain areas. They're tricky to find in my area, but I do have a place that I know. Actually, I have two places. So yeah, definitely an option. Depending on where you are, they usually don't require heating to my knowledge. You could do fish too. Betta fish, great options. Just got to keep it somewhere the cat can't get it. I had a fish once, but he came from the spring carnival at our school, so he passed away the next day. Yeah, those are usually feeder fish, which don't live very long because they're just from the pet store, and they're meant to be fed to like other like fish that meat. So they're meant to be fed to bigger fish. So unfortunately, they don't last that long. I did have a friend that had a carnival fish. She might still have it. I'm not sure. Like, we're still friends. I kind of lost touch. It's a shame when you lose touch with certain people. And she had, or might still have, a fish, and its name is like or something, and she got it from a carnival, and I think it's over 2 years old. Is they're constantly being transferred, a lot of water changes. Yeah, it's a lot of water changes, and I'm sure that if they're being like shipped in a truck from one carnival to the next, definitely not the best. You sticking your little head out, Petra? You're so silly. Yeah. So I would recommend a betta fish or like a little frog. You could do anoles. Anoles are like these little lizards. I think they're native in Florida, or they're invasive. They live in. You can find them in Florida. I'm not sure if they're native or invasive, however, and they're from the pet store. The only thing is they're really jumpy. You can hold them, but just don't like. What I do is whenever I interact with my anoles is I hold them and I sit bed, so that way if they jump off, they just land on the bed, and they don't go. Usually they don't get on the floor where they could like run and hide somewhere. Yeah, that probably happens if they're from the carnival. But yeah, there's a bunch of good options if you can't get a snake. Lots of cool animals out there. Petra, where are you going? Also, like, rodents aren't off the table. You just gotta keep them in a secure area where a cat can't get into. Most of the time, if the animal is just like properly enclosed and in a good enclosure, can't get into, but it's also good for the animal, then fine. Is I know people who keep rodents and cats, and even rodents and dogs, and they're fine. You just got to make sure that the animals are properly contained or separated. We live somewhat close to a Petco. I love watching the fish there and petting the cats if I can. Yeah, we're pretty close to. Oh, Petra's gonna get a drink of water. We're pretty close to a Petco as well. I think we go to a PetSmart. I'm not sure though. One of the two. And you can't pet the cats there unless it's like a special like meet the cats, and like hopefully they do that and like hope someone will adopt some cats, so like you can get to know them and stuff, which is cute. There's lots of fish there though. There's a bunch of great options, and then you could do like little like saltwater tanks are always fun. They're definitely kind of hard to keep though, I feel, saltwater tanks. So if you've already done fish and like want a little like step up, saltwater tanks are great. But you could do like a little freshwater tank with like a betta or some glow tetra, goldfish. Bunch of different options. Pet them through some of the cages. That's cool. Yeah, at my pet store, they're in like they're behind glass and stuff, so other than like the little breathing holes and stuff like that, you can't really get to the cats there. Oh, that's actually, I saw that you could also do crabs. Hermit crabs are super cute. I think they do require a little bit of heat, but the light, again, like, is so small. Like, with a frog, it's so small, it doesn't really generate enough heat to be, like, to burn. So that's an option, too. And if you live somewhere where the temperature's, like, pretty warm, you might not even need heat lights. So that entirely just gets rid of that fact. Me and Petra are where we need heat lights, though. A hermit crab for a pet would be awesome. Yeah, they're super cool pets. I don't know too much about them. I think they can be kind of fiddly to keep alive, though. But as long as you do your research and have the right habitat, then you're all good. Petra, you've been drinking for a very long time now. My goodness, so thirsty. It's November and it's like 80 degrees. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, it's definitely been like super warm for November. I think at one point here it got like over 80, which it's not unheard of. It's happened before, but still it's like, what is happening? I wonder if we're gonna get any Christmas for those who celebrate. Now that I think about it, I actually have a lot of different holidays celebrated in my family. We have people who celebrate Christmas and people who celebrate Hanukkah. You have to go. That's okay. We'll be live for a bit more if you're able to come back. And if not, we do lives like every Friday and Saturday. We're not going to be live now. Oh yeah, for anyone who watches the channel. We're not going to be live tomorrow on Saturday because I have a birthday party to go to. So, no live tomorrow, but we did a day and then we did a live today. So, we made up for it. Have a good day or night. Bye. See you later, hopefully. Yeah, see you later. Hopefully we find you in another live or another video or something. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Can I be a moderator? I don't usually give I don't have any channel moderators yet. Oh, Petra, you just blew a big bubble. What? I was looking at the chat and I just saw that. Look at that huge bubble and the water just blew. What? Did you get water in your nose? And what happened? She's hiding behind the leaf now. Are you okay? Goodness. Sorry, I was interrupted by that rather silly event. Yeah, I usually don't give people, like, make people moderators or anything, but I will look at your channel and consider it, because I would like to get some moderators. Everyone that joins is usually super nice, but that would be good to have, like, 1 or 2 moderators. Petra is so thirsty today, my goodness. The bubble. Yeah, the bubble was so funny. She's blown like little bubbles underwater before, but she's never blown one while drinking. Actually, that big, that was crazy. I'm gonna have to crack in the live and like get a video and get like that part of the video. That was crazy. Oh, that's an important thing. She just blew a bubble because she was like probably got a little water in her nose or she exhaled or something. That's fine. But if your ball python is ever blowing like mucus bubbles or anything, that's a sign of a respiratory infection. As well as like wheezing if you notice they're breathing kind of funny. Sometimes though, I thought Petra had a respiratory infection at one point and I was like, oh my god, no. But I looked closely and she just kind of goes like it's something I call doing like little puffs. They just kind of exhale a certain way and it has nothing to do with their health at all. They're like just little like curious puffs. She does it sometimes when she is, what's it called? Like, I'm blanking here. And this is like a super common word. It's like, oh, breathing. Oh my god, I couldn't remember that for a second. Yeah, she sometimes when she's just breathing, she just goes and it makes a little noise. It's the same, it's like the equivalent of as if a human would exhale. You're still breathing, but you're going in a way that it makes noise. So yeah. Thirsty girl, dang. Yeah, she's thirsty today. My goodness. Oh my god, I think she's gonna take another sip of water. My goodness, Petra is the same morph that she is. Ooh, that's cool. Isn't she a calico spider morph? Close. She's a bumblebee ball python, which comes from a spider morph. Her head is like really light colors, so she does look like a calico sometimes. Especially if she's had like a really nice shed where her colors lighten up a lot. I think she's been drinking for like over 2 minutes now. So thirsty. Hello, Pythonlands. Welcome. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at some channels and stuff of like people that are very regular on the channel and like I recognize you and I've seen your content and stuff, like other ball python people, and I think I might put reptile people, and I think I'm gonna put some moderators soon. Hi guys, welcome in. Hey, Corn Ambush. Is that she looks like drinking? Yeah, that's what she looks like when she's drinking. Earlier this live, she blew like a huge bubble when she was drinking. It was super silly. She's been drinking like for over 3 minutes straight now, I think. She's very thirsty today. I think she finally might be done though. Oh, maybe not. Nope, I spoke too soon. So thirsty, my... If you get close to her, let me try and zoom in. You can actually see her little like mouth. You could actually see her little chub cheeks, the little cheeks that she has. You can actually see like her gulping water, which is super cute. I think that's just like the most adorable thing. I have 3 ball pythons, 3 hamsters, 2 fish, 2 dogs, 3 cats. Ooh, that's super cool. Is she ever aggressive other than feeding? Not that she is. No, she's never aggressive. She's only nipped me like a few times, and that's because that was like when I just got her, like the first week or 2 of having her, and she was a little bit skittish. But other than that, she is super still. Super friendly, super happy. She wants to come out of the enclosure. She wants to explore, wants to sit on your lap, wants to drink lots of water, apparently. Welcome in. You take another sip of water? Oh my goodness. I mean, she hasn't like drank in a while now that I think about it. She does come out at night though, and I'm sure she like soaks and drinks and stuff. It's super cute when she like soaks. I'm like, oh, she's having a little bath. But now that I think about it, she hasn't like, I haven't seen her take a little drink in a while, so. My friend has a 4-foot corn snake who is really cute and only aggressive when he eats. Yeah, that happens sometimes. They could like strike for the rodent or the prey animal, and that they get like a little bit aggressive because like it's feeding time. I'm hunting mode is activated. So sometimes they're like just super hungry and they don't really kind of like, they kind of switch personality. Not switch personalities, but they kind of don't act accordingly when they're... Oh my goodness. Does anyone have like the time of how long she's been drinking? I think she's been drinking for over 6 minutes. This has like never happened. If you think about it, she has that like itty bitty tongue, and she just, if you look really closely, you could see her little tongue in the water. And she just flicking her tongue into the water, so she probably gets like maybe a drop of water, so it's not very much. So it kind of makes sense that she's been drinking for such a while. If she's thirsty, she actually has to like flick her tongue into the water a good amount of times to actually get like a decent bit of liquid. She is so cute. Yeah, I know, isn't she? Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Petra says thank you, even though she's hiding behind a leaf right now. She hides behind those leaves all the time when she drinks, and she's like, I'm invisible and no one can see me. My papa has about 25 snakes. Ooh, that's super cool. What kind of snakes does he keep? How big? Petra's like, last time I measured her, she was a little over like 3 feet, I think. Snake has been drinking for like 6, almost 7 minutes. Oh my god, that's crazy. Ball pythons. Oh, ball pythons are super fun. Oh, you could see Petra here on the live. Thank you for keeping the time. 6 or 7 minutes is crazy. This is the longest drink she has like ever taken. I gotta go. Thanks, that's fine. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day or night. He's gonna breed them and sell them. Ooh, that's cool, a snake breeder. Ball pythons have so many pretty morphs because they are expensive. Yeah, ball definitely get pricey. When I first got Petra, she was like $350. It's like $1, American dollars. She was like $350, so. Now she's quite a decent size, bigger and a bit older, so I would say she would sell for like maybe around $500 at most, which is like halfway to $1,000, and that's a lot that I would ever sell her. Ooh, backing up. Beep beep. It's so funny when she gets a drink, because then obviously her head's there, but then it's like her body goes whoop, and then it goes through there, and then it goes all the way over there, and then it goes all the way back and over the log. He has a pretty yellow one. Ooh, that's cool. Is he gonna keep any? If I ever was like a snake breeder, I would feel so bad getting them. I mean, of course I would make sure that all the animals I produced would be going to good homes and stuff, but I would grow so attached. I would be like, no, I want to keep them. Can I move this so we can see your face? He is gonna keep them. Yeah, I know I don't know any snake breeders like in person, but I do see people online and they're like, I breed snakes, but there's always like a few that they keep if they're really pretty or like really special, which is fine because then you could just a cute pet. That's fine too. There's also like, I feel like if you breed snakes, there's a few that you keep that always like produce really pretty offspring or something like that for like the genetics. Or like there's some that are really valuable and you don't want to get rid of. Just sitting in her hole like a belly is exposed and I really want to poke her. Can I just give you a little poke? Just a little one. Squish, 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 squish. I don't know if you can tell, but she's actually waking up right now. What are you doing? Oh, here she comes. Hold on, you're gonna see her face in like a second. That's crazy. I think she was drinking for like 10 minutes. He has a couple like the size of Petra. Ooh, yeah, she's a pretty different. She's a pretty decent size. I feel like she's 2 years old. I feel like 1 or 2 years. Oh, let me just move this. It's a little squished over there, trying to get back in. There you go. She's a little too chonky. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she's a pretty decent size. At like 1 or 2 years old is where a lot of ball pythons get sold because they're a good age and like they're healthy and like stable and stuff, and you can get them. Oh, there's the little face. And like by that time you can have them eating and all this stuff to make sure they're gonna be a happy, healthy snake. So at 1 or 2 years old is like where I see a lot of snakes being sold. So there's a good amount of snakes around Petra's size. I went to Tennessee and got ammonia. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. That's awful. Oh no. His longest one is about 4 feet. Oh, that's pretty big. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know like all the symptoms and stuff of ammonia, but I know it's definitely not a fun thing to have. So me and Petra hope you feel better. I think you get that when it's like really cold or like you're out in the rain and like it's really cold or something like that. You gonna sit on top of your log now? Thank you. Yeah, of course. Did you go trick-or-treating? I don't know. Random question. That's fine. Feel free to ask any random questions. She's like itching her face on herself right now. Like sideways. Petra, what are you doing? Oh, she was probably wiping the water off her mouth because it was probably like a little bit uncomfortable. A long drink she just took. Yeah, I did hand out like some candy and stuff. What are you doing? I did hand out some candy and stuff like that. And then I snagged a few pieces for myself. I really like, for anyone in the chat who can chat and stuff and is sending messages, what's like some favorite candies? I really like chocolate bars. And then I really like those, I forget what they're called. They're like those lollipops when you get to the middle. There's like, not gum, but like a little bit of like chocolate or like something like that's chewy. I really like those. Reese's. Ooh, that's a good choice. I like sour and chocolate. Yeah, I saw that, there's like these sour lollipops. Camera's focusing on the grass instead of Petra. Come on. Focus on Petra, please. Come forward so we can see you. Yeah, so there was like these sour lollipops, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that's about, because I've never really seen, like, I've seen sour lollipops, but I think they were by, like, they were by a brand that I, like, didn't know made lollipops, a candy brand. Especially, yeah, I really like Kit Kats. Oh, yeah, that's what the Tootsie Pops. Those are always good. I like the chocolate ones. Those are always good. I wonder if Petra had a favorite candy, would it be? Yeah, M&Ms are good. Do you guys like M&Ms or Skittles more? I feel like it kind of depends if you want something like more like chocolatey or something more like candy. I think if Petra had a favorite candy, it would be like probably rodents, like a rodent candy, like a mouse candy or something. Let me just adjust the camera. Give me one sec, guys. Like a rodent candy or something, that would be crazy. Imagine you just go to the store and I'm gonna buy some candy for my trick-or-treaters. You just see like a mouse candy. Oh, she's yawning. How did I start a conversation about candy? Yeah, you just kind of started a conversation about candy. It's a good subject though, like a good topic, because you can like ask what like favorite types of candy are, or like then you could ask if like people trick or treat, and like then that turns into like what costume did you wear, or did you hand out candy? So it's just like a good way to start a conversation. Many types. Has done a lot this live. She moved for the first time in the day. She drank for like 10 minutes. She rubbed the water off her face, which was very cool. Don't forget she blew a bubble while she was drinking water. Very important. and then she curled back up and then she yawned. Very busy today, Petra. Last live, she like did not move at all. I was actually thinking about, like, I have some of Petra's sheds. I have her first shed, and then I think I have, like, a few other little pieces. I'll grab one, like, right here. Like, I have this little piece. It would be cool if I could, like, flatten them out and, like, maybe put them in, like, a frame, or... I saw some people make them into jewelry, which is really interesting. I'm not sure how I would do that, though. Definitely pretty cool to look at. I remember when I was a lot younger, I went to like this little like nature thing, and inside the building center they had a bunch of different snakes. So they had a bunch of different snake sheds. So they had like one from a corn snake, one from a ball python, I think they had one from a viper, and you could see like all the different scale patterns, and it was really cool. You rubbing your face? her nose is a little bit itchy today. That's so cute. See if I can get like an overhead view here. Oh, that's so cute. I love when she rubs her face. It's just, I don't know why, I just find it really cute. I would offer to like give her a little head rub, but I know she would flinch because she's all coiled and she like can't see my hand coming really, especially because she's like kind of turned like facing away from me, so I don't want to scare her. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't mean to scare you, Petra. Oh, you can just see the little tip of her face. We're gonna get going in a little bit because it's almost 40 minutes. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the chat before we start wrapping up. Can we see your leopard geckos? I don't have leopard geckos. You're the only creator I actually pay attention to. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I know we can't like post every day because my schedule's gotten a little bit busy and I don't want to like harass Petra for filming every single day, so we post as much content as we can and we try and keep it quality, and I fixed the channel banner recently because I noticed I was like looking at it from someone's phone and it cut off and I was like, oh no, so I had to like entirely fix it. I thought you said in your other live you did my sickness makes me things. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I do have anoles, which are lizards, which are like leopard geckos or lizards too, so that could have like been a little bit of a mix-up, but that's okay to everybody. Yeah, I have 3 anoles, which are reptiles, and then I have 2 betta fish. And I'm gonna get aquatic frogs soon, which I'm really excited about because they just look super like silly and cute. And I might get a tarantula. Yeah, so with that, we're gonna get going. Thank you. So just come forward so we can like see you. With that, we're gonna get going. Thank you so much for joining us. We got some great questions. You guys were all so nice. Fun learning about your pets. So thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, notifications, all of the things that the big YouTubers say. And yeah, I hope you have a good day or night. Thanks for joining us. Bye.